We are literally just 10 days away until the Nintendo Switch 2 officially releases. 10 days until we enter a new era, which is so wild in so many reasons. I mean, when we think back at how long we've been waiting just to hear about this console and how long we've been waiting to see this Switch 2 Direct and the games coming to it, here we are 10 days away. Just about a week away until the Nintendo Switch 2. So there's a lot that we gotta talk about before we actually get this thing, because there's a lot of leaks of consoles already hitting stores, Nintendo showing off even more things like accessories and stuff, and more information from Mario Kart World on their Nintendo Today app. A lot of stuff to uncover, so I want to unpack all of it. But first, I want to thank today's sponsor, Encore. Encore is like the eBay for video games, where anyone can sell their games and game consoles. Now, what makes Encore so interesting is that people can actually post videos of their products that they're selling, kind of informing the buyer of what it is, showing footage of maybe even the game that they're selling as well, so that way you know what you're buying. All you have to do is go to the app and search what you're looking for. Like, for instance, I'm searching Nintendo Switch and getting tons of Nintendo Switch games and Nintendo items as well. Like right here, someone's selling Luigi's Mansion 2 for just $45. You can even search in the auctions category to make a live bid for something and get an even better deal, like these Luigi socks. So this gives you multiple ways to get the best deal possible. It's totally up to you if you want an item that has a fixed price or going up in auction. Did I also mention that the app has giveaways that are completely free to enter? You don't even have to pay for shipping. Encore covers all of that. Right now, you can enter for a chance to win a free copy of Smash Ultimate. You can even find me by searching the name Nin10doland. Use the link down below to download Encore today and start winning deals on video games and consoles of your choice. And huge thanks to Encore for sponsoring today's video. So first off, it's getting very real. As you can see right here, here's a cart full of Nintendo Switches, I believe at some random Target in the middle of an aisle. Yeah, this is just crazy that, Target's leaving these just sitting there. Yes, they don't release until about 10 more days, but still, it's just sitting there for people to look at and just claw at the cage in desperation, because I couldn't contain my excitement just sitting there staring at them, like knowing I can't have them yet. But it does seem like all the major retailers are starting to get their Nintendo Switch 2s in, which is super exciting and just another sign of it's almost here. Here is a very low quality version of a video that Nintendo released showing off the Nintendo Switch 2 in comparison to the Nintendo Switch OLED. They look pretty similar. Of course, the Switch 2 is a lot bigger, and of course you got those different Joy-Con. But overall, it's a very familiar system with a new change to it, and it's just cool to kind of see the side-by-side here. And of course, since we're literally just over a week away, it seems like all the major retailers and even New York City itself are preparing with tons of marketing and advertisement all for Mario Kart World and the Nintendo Switch 2, which is just a warming feeling to see. Just see the whole world preparing for this new console, seeing all the stores gear up and ready for it, having all the display boxes and stuff. It just makes you so mad. You just want to jump in and grab everything. But still, it's also an exciting time. I remember as a kid seeing all this stuff laid out before the Wii came out, before the Wii U came out, and seeing this again for the Switch 2 is really exciting. Nintendo themselves has released a brand new video showing off this brand new Switch 2 carrying case, which is pretty cool. I mean, we've had one just like this, very similar to the original Nintendo Switch, but it has a little space for your dock, a space for your Joy-Con, and the accessories that come with it, like the Joy-Con grip, even a space for your Pro Controller and the charger and the cables and all that good stuff. And you can put everything else in there as well, like your game cards and stuff, which I don't like to do because I feel like I'm going to lose them. So yeah, but it's still really, really cool. I probably will still grab one just because it's always good to have one of these in case I am traveling or going somewhere and I want to bring the Switch 2 with me, and I want to ensure that it doesn't scratch or mess up or a Joy-Con breaks, because sometimes those Joy-Con, they do feel a little cheap sometimes and they are very easy to break, so definitely make sure you keep good care of them. But this is just a cool little video showing off this carrying case. Nintendo also seems to be very on it when it comes to Mario Kart World, because they seem to be showing off new footage every other day of this game. I mean, they're on like number 4, I believe, for P-Switch missions and also for the Binocular sightseeing gameplay. So this is another P-Switch mission. It just shows you that you get slapped into a Shy Guy race and you have to go through the rings without taking damage with them because it'll slow you down, but you have to hurry up and get through all the rings to get to the very bottom. Now, this is pretty cool, but still, it's not exactly what I'm expecting out of the missions. I hope there's still some more variety outside of just coins and rings. For instance, we did see one mission a while ago that involves Moo Moo Meadows' cows, where it spawns a bunch of cows and you have to get to the goal ring. But once again, it's kind of like a ring mission, so I hope there's some unique stuff like boss battles, maybe delivery missions where you have to deliver food to an NPC somewhere, or maybe they'll give you a spot on the map that you got to find in the time limit, or maybe taking out all the enemies in the time limit with different items that the game gives you. Something like that would definitely be really cool, since those things appeared in Mario Kart DS's mission mode literally over 20 years ago. And the binocular gameplays are cool. I mean, they just kind of drive up to these binoculars and look around, very similar to Super Mario Odyssey, and you just kind of scan the area, find piece switches or things that you can do, which is pretty neat. But the best part of all these little video showcases that Nintendo gives us is the fact that we get remixed music, because this one is a remix of the Acorn Plains theme from New Super Mario Bros. U. Take a listen. And the one before it gave us a Cloudy Court Galaxy theme from Mario Galaxy 2 of all games. In fact, we know there's over 200 rearrangements in this game, but the Spanish content creator was actually able to list together all the tracks that he's heard of so far. We've heard over 90 different remixes covering a wide range of Nintendo games. I mean, Mario Brothers, Mario Bros. 2, 3, World, Yoshi's Island, Wario Land 1 even has its overworld theme in this game remixed somewhere. Yoshi's Story has remixes, Super Mario Galaxy, Galaxy 2, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario 3D Land, Mario 3D World, even Super Mario Odyssey and Bowser's Fury's Lake Lapcat has a remix in this game, which is just crazy. And this is just from this list. I've heard people tell me that they've heard remixes from Donkey Kong games, like a Donkey Kong Country remix, which is just mind-blowing. That it's almost like the Smash Brothers soundtrack being remade here, which is awesome. And that's not even the Mario Kart games, because there's lots of past Mario Kart track themes that are being referenced in this game as well. You can just see them all here. Every past Mario Kart game has some type of track being represented with its theme, which is just so cool to hear. But it wouldn't be hype time for a new console if it wasn't for people fighting each other online, because people are still mad at Nintendo over this, because Nintendo posted on Twitter the list of items in this game, including the brand new Kamik item, and fans don't like it. They're definitely being heard, as they are lighting Nintendo up right now in the comments section, because they want Kamik to be a playable character. After being originally planned all the way, I think, towards the first Mario Kart game, finally he comes to the Booster Course Pass, and then Nintendo forgets about him again. Nintendo has forgotten about Kamik. Personally, I don't get the extreme hype around this character. I mean, he's okay. Like, he's nothing special to me, but I guess there's some really die-hard fans out there that love Kamik and wish that the item just used some random type of Magic Koopa. But, I mean, does it matter? Don't they all technically look the same? Aren't they all technically the same exact character? I don't know. But, yes, Kamik is not in the game. Apparently right now, maybe as an unlockable character, or maybe in future updates and DLC, we'll just have to wait and see. And fans are fighting over the Switch 2 packaging box, because it looks exactly like Switch 1, and they're saying this is stupid, they should at least change it up a little bit, and I agree to an extent. I mean, they could have changed the colors and system around a little bit to make it look a little bit different, but fans are claiming that people are going to get confused with the two versions, and people are not going to know which one to grab, and that maybe like grandma buys a console and she buys the wrong one for her grandson. But then, you know what I have to say to that? There's a huge freaking 2 in the front. Like, if you mess this up, this is on you as the consumer, because I know a lot of people bring up the Wii U was the same way, and look how that went. That was one big letter that didn't really tell you that it was the second Wii. If it had a big 2, it would have been a lot different. This is a big 2 on the front. We know it's not Switch 1, it's Switch 2. I don't know how anyone could mess this up, or how anyone can find confusion out of this. Yes, the box could be a different color. A good fellow content creator buddy of mine, Arrow, actually made a mock-up as to what this could look like with a gray color scheme, and I actually really like this one. It reminds me of like the Super Nintendo, and that's kind of what the Switch 2 is to the Switch 1, like going from the NES to the SNES, the Switch to the Switch 2. Having like kind of a gray box color scheme just looks really cool. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, or maybe even a white box would would have been a lot different as well. And on top of all that, Nintendo Direct rumors are back in full swing. Apparently, the rumor is that we could have a Switch 2 Direct on the week of Switch 2, which is next week or the week after. But personally, I'm like, duh. I think there's definitely going to be a Nintendo Direct sometime in the month of June because this is a brand new console. Nintendo has to show off maybe what big holiday game is coming this year, as we really don't have one. More Switch 2 exclusive games, maybe showing off a couple things for the future of 2026 or something like that, and just giving us some more information on the stuff that we know about, because Nintendo has been giving us a lot of information on Mario Kart World on this Nintendo Online app, but they haven't given us a whole lot of information on Donkey Kong Bonanza. We only have one trailer under our belt and some small gameplay footage from the Treehouse, so I would love to see more and learn more about this game, and I think June is a perfect time right after Mario Kart World releases to start pushing all that hype for Donkey Kong Bonanza. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about the Switch 2 hype right now. Are you extremely hyped being only 10 days away? How hype are you? Let me know 1 out of 10 down below. Personally, I'm about a 8.5, almost a 9. I'm actually pretty excited, and I'm mostly just extremely excited for Mario Kart World. I think there's going to be so much for that game for us as a community, and for the Mario Kart fans that's been waiting over 11 years for a new Mario Kart game. This just means so much to us. But thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out, and like always, I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you all on the next one. 10 days left, guys. See ya.